I don't eat octopus because they're super smart. One night I got on this, like, I went down a internet K-hole on octopus and how smart they are, so I had to stop eating them. Cheat me.
What? Okay, this little thing, this wasteful single serve pack is literally 3 grams, less than a teaspoon in this pack. And this is just becoming the norm on YouTube. And look at me. I don't intermittent fast. I eat all I care for and I'm lean. You know, it's 2020. It's 2020, Gwenny. 2020, Gwenny. What are you doing still eating animals? Hey Free Woman, welcome back to the Freelee channel. Today's video is going to be a response to everything Gwyneth Paltrow eats in a day, food, diaries, bite size, Harper's BAZAAR. If you want to get these videos sent to your inbox as soon as I upload them, make sure you subscribe and press the bell icon or else you're not going to get these videos sent to you. And I'm going to do a response to Half-Baked Christina's recent video, her supplement bevy that she has. Gonna do a response to that, so hang around for that one. And if you want to see more of these videos, definitely vote on them, whether it's an up or a down. I don't care. Just make sure you vote on them if you want to see more of them. Okay, let's get into it. Gwenny, tell me, let's see what you got.
I'm Gwyneth Paltrow,
We
and
know.
this is everything I eat in a day.
Okay, we got this.
First thing I do when I wake up is oil pulling with coconut oil. So I have raw organic coconut oil. I put a spoonful in my mouth. While I'm opening curtains and everything, I'm sort of swishing it around.
Okay, so this is commonly done when people have teeth issues. Okay, if you're eating a proper diet, you don't have to do any oil pulling. But it is pretty popular and I'm kind of neutral on it because I don't believe it's dangerous for you to do it and I don't believe it's particularly beneficial, even though there is some supportive science. You know, like I said, if you're eating a good diet, following a healthy lifestyle, then you're not going to need to oil pull. But I'm kind of neutral. If you want to do it, I don't think it's going to be too damaging to your health.
It's an Ayurvedic way to remove bacteria from the mouth. And then,
Okay, so she says it's to remove bacteria from the mouth, but you have to remember, I did this microbiome video, definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. You have trillions of bacteria, good bacteria covering your body, inside your mouth, everywhere. Okay, so there is also the potential for removing good bacteria if it also removes bad bacteria. Keep that in mind.
and I usually have a large glass or two of water.
Good.
And then I sit down with my computer at the kitchen table before the kids wake up. And then I have coffee.
Of course she has coffee because just about every celebrity starts the day with drugs. If you're starting the day with drugs, then you have a deficient diet. It's really that simple. If you see someone drinking coffee, recommending coffee, they have a deficient diet. Okay, you have to just accept this fact. If you have enough nutrition, if you're getting enough proper nutrition in your diet, then you're not even going to think about coffee. You're not going to think about drugs. I haven't had a coffee for, it's coming up to 15 years, okay? So it blows my mind that people are starting their day with coffee. Get some real nutrition in there. She obviously has a glucose and a fructose deficiency. She's not eating enough fruit like most of the population. The statistics show that is the truth.
And some quiet time with my husband.
Oh, that's nice.
And we sort of catch up on email and news, and then I wake my kids up. I'm not a big breakfast person. I'll eat brunch.
Okay, so she's not a big breakfast person, and this is why she's going for the drugs instead. She needs that caffeine kick. She needs that adrenaline because that's what you're getting. You're getting this adrenaline hit. You're not getting this actual real fuel into your cells. So the brain is like, well, we need some stimulation because we're not getting that fuel. So really just keep that in mind. And yes, the caffeine video is coming eventually, but I never give it a time when these videos are coming because I have so much to do here and I want to make it properly. So another thing I want to actually take note of is the fact that she has forehead wrinkles. Can you believe it? A woman, an actress from Hollywood who is in the limelight all the time is showing her forehead wrinkles. She's not getting them injected. And I think that's freaking amazing. I think that is really, really amazing. The fact that she is just like, hey, this is my face. I'm not sure if she's getting other work done, but this is a really good thing. And I want to make a point of it. And I have actually Also, and by the way, some people say I'm getting injections. No, I'm not. I can do any facial expression you want. No, there's no injections in there. Sorry to burst your bubble. My Naked Lunchbox is a book that I wrote all about this cosmetic surgery like culture and just about becoming your natural self, and it's also full of amazing lunchbox recipes. And shameless plug, also got the Raw to 4 diet and Go Fruit Yourself. So you can get these 3 in a bundle, and it's going to be way cheaper, and it's going to change your life. Okay, I'm very proud of these books because I've lost over 40 pounds and healed my life basically on this lifestyle. So the link is in the description below to the bundle, and these are physical books which you can get on Amazon, but the link is to the ebooks. All right, so great to see her forehead actually moving.
Brunch sometimes late on a weekend, but after I take my kids to school, I go straight to the gym, and I always have a big thing of water at the gym, and I put 2 of our Goop Glows in there for
Okay, our Goop Glow. So this is her product, okay? And she called it Goop. Like, it's literally the worst name I can think of. I don't want to put Goop in my water. Okay, Goop, like, no. It's like a big marketing error there. Anyway, it's just useless stuff you don't need.
vitamin C and for skin, and I'm obsessed with that stuff.
Yeah, because you're selling it. I'm obsessed with it because I'm making a lot of money off it. I mean, she's probably making a ton off this useless supplement. And I call it useless because it is. If you look it up, it's just like vitamin C. It's like a whole lot of antioxidants that you can get from your fruit, that you can get in the whole food form, which is actually more beneficial. So save your pennies. It's like one little pack is 3 grams. This little thing, this wasteful single serve pack is literally 3 grams, less than a teaspoon in this pack. And this is just becoming the norm on YouTube and just in this like throwaway society where no one cares anymore. No one cares if they're just going to throw, these wrappers around and like pollute the environment and, them get stuck in the throats of like sea life. It's disgusting to me, and obviously overpriced. And she's another one of these subscription, a single purchase is like $60 subscription recurring. They want to get you on this recurring system, and it really disgusts me that everybody just wants to take your money these days for these useless supplements. Supplements. I don't mind if people make money and do sponsorships. I've done them in the past myself. I don't mind, but when it comes to these useless and often toxic supplements, yes, I do mind, because real food, like, where is the real food? You do not have to buy these overpriced fake powders and crap.
It's like my morning kind of orange juice. After that,
But I mean, just have the orange juice, Gwyneth. Just have the orange juice, add the fiber, like, seriously.
I go to the office and shower, and then sometimes I will get a smoothie from somewhere, so I try to have
I feel like it's been a long time, like she's intermittent fasting or something, and like she hasn't spoken about food for a long time. I feel like this is like lunchtime around 12 o'clock, which is way too long not to eat. This intermittent fasting is out of control and unnecessary. Look at me. I don't intermittent fast. I eat all I care for, and I'm lean, and I have been for over a decade. You don't need to do this. You don't need to starve yourself.
a smoothie that has some good fat and some protein and some fiber. So sometimes
So that's weird. She hasn't actually spoken about fruit. She just said has some fiber in it. So that means she can put psyllium husk in there. Does she actually have fruit? I feel like there is a little bit of a fear of fruit or fear of carbohydrates here, because she mentioned fat, she mentioned protein, but she didn't say carbs. She said fiber. So that's just interesting, something to note.
sometimes I'll have like a cacao and almond butter smoothie with.
Yeah, so the cacao is another stimulant. It's another stimulant, theobromine. It's going to give you that hit because she's still not getting the carbs and she's having a bunch of fat.
Some spinach and some protein powder. My favorite supermarket called Air.
Okay, so she didn't mention fruit at all. She's basically having the fat, the protein powder, the greens, the goop. Where's the carbs? Where are the carbs, Gwenny?
On is pretty close to the office, and they have amazing smoothies there. So sometimes I'll have like a more green smoothie, or sometimes if I'm in a rush, I just eat these delicious peanut butter.
maybe she is having a little bit of fruit, hopefully, in those green smoothies. Erewhon or Nowhere, if you like look at it backwards, I have been there. It's super expensive. I'm not surprised that she's going there, but most people probably can't afford to go there.
Protein bars, which I can't remember the name of them, but you have to keep them in the refrigerator.
So the fact that she's having protein bars, it tells you that she has an issue with carbs. She's not having enough carbs, and she sounds like bored with what she's eating or tired or something, and I'm not surprised because by this point she hasn't had any fruit. She hasn't had any glucose unless the green smoothie had some in, but she's had a minimal amount, so she's gonna feel tired.
I'm hungover, which does happen occasionally, although kind of very occasionally at this point, because A, I'm too old to not hold my liquor, and B,
Why does she? I'm too old. She sounds like older than she is. She's 47 and she's kind of like 7 years older than me, but she has this kind of feel like she's like 60 or something. But look, I understand. I understand with the drinking. I mean, I don't drink. I haven't had a drink since I was 25 and I'm 40 this year. So I'm at 40 in a couple of months.
I'm too old to have a hangover. Then I try to eat something like, like an egg sandwich or something that will sort of help me through it.
How does this like hensies, how's the menstruation, the unfertilized reproductive cycle of a chicken, how does that help you get
You can
through it? Egg is obviously, look, it is not healthy for you. There's no point in eating the unfertilized reproductive cycle of chickens. So, and it's gross. It's goop. It's real life goop.
You can always get an IV too. That's a very good hangover drink. I usually have.
You can always get an IV. Does she mean intravenous? Like, who can just get an IV? Like, go to the hospital and get an IV? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't think everyone can do that, Gwyneth. Maybe she has like an IV like salon in her home or something. Most likely, she's pretty wealthy.
I have lunch at about between 12 and 12:30 at the office.
Okay, so she has it earlier. She has the breakfast earlier, but she gets up very early. So there's a little bit of intermittent fasting going on. So lunchtime.
Well, I'm usually eating for lunch stuff that you would see on the Goop website, like a salad with some protein, or sometimes
no carbs.
they're testing something really fun for detox, like they're using jicama for taco shells.
Okay, that's kind of like that's another low carb option. Okay. I mean, if you're doing it raw and stuff, like you gotta involve like more carbohydrates, of course, but that's got like that's got like dead bird there. So dead bird with jicama. Where's the carbs?
They'll do like a really clean version of a turkey burger with some.
It's not clean, honey. Gwen, it's not clean to eat dead birds, okay? That have been just raised in horrific conditions. I mean, it's very, very dirty. It's obviously cruel. There's nothing clean about it. There's a lot of blood involved. There's a lot of guts. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of really horrible processes that go into making this clean burger. Like, look, this is another low carb rubbish.
Some kind of, great sauce that's very healthy and, wrapped in lettuce or something like that. Usually at about 3 or 4, I'll hit the snack cupboard at the Goop office.
Of course, you got to hit the snack cupboard because you're not getting enough carbohydrates. And I've got nothing against snacking, but the reason people snack is important to determine. And because she is because she's not getting enough glucose and fructose. She's not getting enough fruit. We know that. We can see that.
Maybe I'll have some cashews or pretzels or something like that, but I usually need something salty and crunchy in the afternoon.
Yeah, because it's carbohydrates, pretzels full of carbohydrates. She's wanting the glucose, she's wanting the fructose because she's a frugivore who is deficient in her actual biological designed food.
And then I'll usually have a cup of green tea with that, and then that will hold me through till dinner.
Okay, so that's more caffeine. Okay, so she's got more drugs. Like, I see her voice is very like, oh, like, I don't know. She seems like very low in energy. She puts an occasional smile on, but this is very predictable of someone who's not eating enough carbs.
Then for dinner, you know, my kids love Asian food, so we'll have some kind of Asian fish,
Oh, no.
noodles on the side. My daughter's vegetarian, so we always have one kind of vegetarian entree. You know.
Well, at least there's a vegetarian in the family, which is, I don't know if she means vegan or vegetarian. Some people say vegetarian when they're actually vegan, but vegetarian, look, it is not better than eating animals because you are just supporting that same industry. It's terrible for your health. So,
you know, one pot dinners are great. On the Goop website, we developed a bunch of one pot dinners. So those are really great for weeknights as well.
I mean, they look great, but just take out the dead bird. Take out the death, and then everything is going to shine, okay? You can have, look, there's carbohydrate, there's some rice there, some chickpeas, greens. That's great, okay? But take out that unnecessary flesh. You know, it's just no point.
Wow. I mean, let's see. What's my favorite one? There's one that we've been doing a lot recently, which is like chicken in a Dutch oven with lots of winter root vegetables underneath and potatoes. Really easy kind of, but super delicious.
Just add more potatoes. Animals are not super delicious. Can we please not refer to animals as delicious? It's creepy. It's creepy.
I like to eat dinner on the early side. I always feel like I don't sleep very well if I go to sleep very full, so.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like eating too late. It is definitely good to eat before sundown is the best, obviously, but if you can't do it, eat as early as possible. Leave an hour and a half before you go to bed.
I've gotten real geriatric about that, like 6:30 dinner time.
She does have that geriatric kind of vibe as well. She has that older sort of vibe. I mean, I'm not saying because she's showing her wrinkles and stuff, I think that's great, but she has this tired, like, older kind of vibe in a lot of ways, but just a side note.
It feels good. I've been trying not to drink so much on weeknights because it's such an easy habit to fall into. It's like you've had a stressful day and it almost...
Okay, so this is where you have to really realize if you're drinking alcohol, if you've got an issue with alcohol like Gwyneth does, you have to try and restrict yourself, you have to probably lock up the alcohol, then you are not getting enough carbohydrates again because it's basically pure carbohydrates, alcohol is. Make the connection, okay? There's a ton of glucose in this alcohol. So people who aren't getting enough carbs are going to go for the alcohol. It just makes sense, right?
I've pretty much become more of an omnivore. So there's just a few things.
Excuse me, you can't become more of an omnivore. Sure, people are behavioral omnivores, but they're not biologically designed to be omnivores. So that's a weird statement.
That I won't eat. I don't like dill.
And apparently, a lot of people thought she was vegan. I mean, I haven't been following her journey at all, so I didn't know that. But a lot of people thought she was vegan, and obviously she's not.
Don't like dill. I can't stand dill. I don't like to eat baby mammals, so.
I don't like to eat baby mammals. What about chickens? Okay, obviously not a mammal, but you're eating them at a baby stage. These chickens are babies. They have to be a mammal before you won't eat them?
I stay away from like lamb and veal, and I don't eat octopus because they're super smart. One night I got on this, like, I went down an internet K-hole on octopus and how smart they are, so I had to stop eating them. Cheat me.
What? Okay. All right. So the octopus, baby mammals, and octopus get a free ticket from Gwyneth doesn't eat them. Okay. She's like, okay, the octopus is too intelligent to eat. What about the what? So that makes these other unintelligent, these dumb, they're not dumb, obviously, animals. They're just free game. You can just eat them. There's no repercussions. It's like, why do they deserve to die? Oh gosh, the logic is so, this is bizarre, honestly. Like she's being a hypocrite. I mean, don't eat intelligent animals, but eat the unintelligent ones because they don't feel anything. They don't feel any pain. They don't deserve to live. Yeah, ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to leave the video there, but apparently Gwyneth Paltrow is supportive of bloodletting. She recommends bloodletting on her website. Also, like coffee enemas, which are terrible for your microbiome. Like, please do not do that to your poor colon and your microbiome family. Don't do it. Check out my microbiome video. She also smokes occasionally. She smokes cigarettes occasionally. So, look, it's not a healthy diet. She's restricting her carbs, restricting her fruit intake. You hardly saw any fruit, did you? There was hardly any fruit. I don't even remember seeing, I don't know. There wasn't much fruit at all. There was caffeine. She's having the green tea. She's having the coffee. She's probably having even more than that. She's having her Goop, which is just acting like a stimulant. Just eat real food. That's all you need to do. She won't eat intelligent animals, but the dumb animals, they deserve to die for some reason, which is really bizarre. These celebrities have really low standards. You got to remember they're just normal people, okay? And a lot of the time they have even lower standards than normal people. It's disappointing because they have such a huge influence. I mean, this video is being seen by 1.3 million probably young women, and they're going to probably buy her Goop or copy the way she eats. And obviously that's not a good thing. It's 2020. It's 2020, Gwenny. 2020, Gwenny. What are you doing still eating animals? How are you not vegan? That's what I want to know. With all the information out there, how are these people not vegan yet? How are they such laggards? Stop being a laggard. Step up. Gosh, get on the Raw to 4 lifestyle. Get on a high-carb vegan lifestyle. Please, get some fruit in there. You are a frugivore denying your biological design. All right, that's my video for today. Who do you want to see next? I am going to do a video responding to Half-Baked Christina and her supplement bevy. Like, she has just this huge amount of supplements, made a video on it, just trying to make cash, trying to make the money, trying to make the moolah as usual. And if you want to see a response to that, let me know in the comments below. And I'm also going to do a response to her what I eat in a day. So hang around for that. All right, don't forget to comment down below and I'll see you next video.